Are you getting a lot of visitors to your store, but none of them are actually buying anything? Frustrating, right? Here's 3 reasons why that might be. Hey guys, this is Zach from E-Commerce Success Secrets, and today I'm decked out in my Hawaiian shirt, ready to tell you guys about 3 reasons why your store may not be converting. So I see it all the time on a bunch of the forums that I'm a part of. People are like, hey, I had 100, 200, 300 plus visitors to my store. Nobody's purchased anything. I've hardly had add to carts. What's up? What am I doing wrong? And this is a very, very difficult question to answer without seeing the actual store itself, right? A lot of the times people will simply just ask this question, post no further context, and you can't be helped. Quick disclaimer here. You need to take into account what I'm saying, see if any of these 3 things apply to you, and then work to fix them on your website. Either I have or I will make videos on pretty much each of these points. Either I have one or I'll make one in the future, so look for those. But really, there are 3 main things that I see in a lot of stores that could really deter customers from converting. So we're gonna jump right into it with number 1 for a very, very important one. And that is that your traffic source is bad, right? So you may be getting a lot of visitors to your site. Awesome, that's great. Getting visitors to your site is a big challenge. However, if these visitors are not the types of customers that will purchase your items, it is absolutely, first of all, useless, second of all, a waste of time, third of all, a waste of money. You are getting absolutely nothing from these. Even if they give you their email, they're not gonna convert. It's totally useless. So how can this happen? Well, you're driving traffic to your website through incorrect targeting. And what I mean by this is I'll speak in terms of Facebook ads for right now, but it can really work for any advertising platform where you pick your targeting. Basically, you need to target the right people, the right kind of people that enjoy a certain kind of content and that will also enjoy your content, your products, or your services that you offer. So let's say you're selling, don't sell this, but let's say you're selling watches, right? And you have a little watch ad and you targeted people that are into, let's just say travel. You may get a lot of people travel, let's say they're very adventurous people. You may get a lot of these people going to your website, checking things out. However, targeting people that like travel is such a wide range of people. And there's such a specific kind of person that buys watches online. You need to hone in on that. So you may be getting a bunch of people that enjoy travel altogether coming to your store, get a couple hundred of those, but out of those, maybe only 20 are the type of people that like watches and that would actually buy from your store. And then from those, the conversion rate is low, so you're not even getting any sales from them. So what you need to do to combat this is change up your targeting. Really think about what your customers that would buy things from your store enjoy, what they like to do, what their shopping habits are. Think about all of that and do a bunch of testing. Don't just throw out one ad, you get bad traffic and you quit. No, test tons of different audiences. It took me forever to find a good audience, but once I found it, I was able to use a similar version of that audience for pretty much every product I was selling. It's awesome. And that's all you need to do is find that specific audience that likes your specific product. And once you get this nice targeted traffic, you will see conversions start to shoot through the roof because those are actual customers. Those are people that want to buy from you. Right, so number 2, and I see this a lot too, especially in people that think that dropshipping is a nice little get-rich-quick scheme. First of all, it's not. Second of all, what they do with their store is they make it not look legitimate. And what I mean by this is they rush their store design, right? First of all, their domain name is very vague and kind of crappy, nothing really memorable. Their logo is absolutely terrible. Once again, nothing memorable. Branding would be absolutely horrible with it if they took it any further than just having a logo on their website. Third, just the layout is very sloppy. The titles of the items are very convoluted. A lot of them use the default AliExpress titles. The pictures are very, very different amongst items. There's no sense of coherency between them. So say someone who's never heard of your website, they just like, stroll it up to the website, digitally if you don't walk up to websites, but they come up and they're like, hey, let me look at this website. They get on and the first thing they see is on the front page, they have a pixelated logo and then a picture of a dog collar next to a picture of a woman's sundress. That's not legitimate looking at all. Most people would immediately back out of there. Some people would give it some thought. They're like, oh, that's kind of cute. But then they see the number 3 thing and they're like, oh, this is absolutely terrible, because a lot of the time these things just go hand in hand. So what you need to do is actually make your websites look coherent. Don't just rush through it. You'd be amazed at how well a good website design can influence your conversion rate. When people feel truly comfortable in your store and feel comfortable enough to kind of look around, very laid back, not stressed out about where they are in your website, they'll be a lot more willing to actually give you their credit card information, because believe it or not, if they don't think your store is very trustworthy, they're not going to give you their credit card information. So yeah, make your design better, and additionally what you can do is add trust badges to your website, add a nice little privacy policy, a nice return policy, all of these things that legitimate real companies and their websites have. Put those on yours. Why would you not make yourself look like a real company? You're selling things to customers. That is a business. You need to make yourself look legitimate, just like other businesses out there. And number 3, and guys, I can't stress this enough, okay? Every single one of these is important, but this really grinds my gears. When people don't actually try and sell their items, right? So many people put items on their store and that's it. They're like, oh, if I put a good item on there, they'll come and they'll buy it. No, that's not how it works at all. What you need to do is sell your items. And there's a few ways that you do this. So what I'm going to be talking about here is in context of the product page. So of course, first of all, it's very important to have a coherent website, a general niche or a general theme kind of surrounding everything, tie all the products together, right? Makes everything feel a lot more coherent, trustworthy, easy to navigate, right? But you get to the product page, you need a few things to really make this work. First of all, you need to have clear pricing. Okay, definitely offer a discount. Big thing right there. Mark your price down so people feel like they're getting a good discount, but don't do it for every item and don't do it too dramatically or they won't believe it. Then there's these 2 very important things. First of all, what you need to do, also you need to make sure that you have a good title for your product. That's either like kind of personal branded, like if you have an outdoor store, you do like Outdoor Life, TM, survival bracelet, something like that, right? Okay, now we're on to the 2 important things. First of all, you need really good pictures. And a lot of the time with AliExpress, you're not given very good pictures. They're a little bit pixelated, they're a little bit out of focus. They don't really highlight the product as well as it possibly could. And especially, most products don't show them being worn by actual people or being used by actual people. So it's very hard for customers to put themselves in the shoes of somebody that would own that product, so like a bracelet for example. But if you were to have nice pictures of someone wearing a bracelet, they can be like, oh, okay, that's how it looks on arm, that's how it would look on me, let me consider buying this because I like the way it looks. Instead of, if you just have a picture of a bracelet sitting down on a black table that's slightly pixelated and kind of small and obscured, it's not going to do that well at all. And I've talked about this in past videos and I'll make future videos on product picture design. But really what you need to do is, if the supplier does not offer good pictures of the product, especially of it being used, order it yourself. If you have faith in the product and if people have shown great interest in it, then I would say make the jump, spend the few dollars to order it yourself and then take those pictures yourself. Right? So we're going to get into the number 2 thing that's very important. I think it's definitely just as important as the pictures, and this is the product description, right? This is where you really sell it. And in a bunch of pretty much all of the stores that I see where they're like, hey, I'm getting a bunch of visitors but nobody's actually buying, what's up? Pretty much every single one has the default bullet point description from AliExpress. And this description it's not appealing. First of all, half the bullet points don't make sense. Second of all, nobody cares about the specifications of a lion bracelet, right? Nobody's going on there to be like, oh, it's made from a zinc alloy material. No, they want to be like, stand out, act like the king of the jungle with your lion bracelet. Wow, some crap like that. I don't know, some creative copy. absolutely sells the product. What you need to do in this product description is, instead of talking about the product itself, talk about what the customer can gain from owning the product. So we're gonna go back to the lion bracelet. You'd be like, lions are the king of the jungle. They're very powerful for a reason. Give off that same aura with this stunning lion bracelet. And then you can talk a little bit about product description, really talk it up, make it seem luxury. I'd say I usually do about 7 sentences per product description. I do a little bit more for my very popular products, really sell people on it, but some of the other ones I do like 5 sentences, but you really want to sell to the customer, okay? A lot of the products that you're going to be selling aren't jaw-dropping. People aren't going to be scrambling over each other to give you their money for the product. You're going to need to convince them a little bit. They may be like, oh, that's kind of nice, but why should I spend my money on it? You need to be like, hey, here's why you should spend your money on it. Here's why it's such a good use of your money, and here's why you're gonna love yourself if you spend the money. And this takes a little while to get used to. However, what you can definitely do is either look at competitor stores or just look at already established stores out there, see what their product descriptions look like for similar products, and kind of give off that same vibe, right? Like I said, it does take a little while to get going, and if you have a lot of products, it can take a while to get, but I can tell you right now, it's going to pay off infinitely. I mean, if you're getting no sales, yeah, 1 sale is infinitely more, but you know, whatever. But yeah, product descriptions, write them, spend the time to actually do them. You're not gonna regret it. So guys, those are 3 reasons why you may be getting a lot of visitors to your store, but nobody's actually converting, okay? Like I said, these may not be the reasons. I don't know if I haven't seen your store, okay? But think about what I've said. Look at your store critically, especially as like kind of an outsider view, like it's someone's first time seeing it, and see if your store does any of these 3 things. And if so, definitely work to fix it, and then see how that affects it. I can guarantee if you have these 3 things under control, you're going to get at least a few sales, okay? These are the big glaring holes that I see in a lot of stores. So guys, if you enjoyed what I said in this video and you found it helpful, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell down below to get updated whenever I upload a new video, which is every single day, by the way. Additionally, 3 more things. Check out my Instagram, which is 101ecom. Check out my website, which is 101ecom.com. And check out the link down in the description down below for a free 14-day Shopify trial if you want to get started and you want to avoid these 3 things I just told you about. Because if you don't do these things right at the start, if you remedy them and make your store actually look good right from the start, you can get sales on your very first day. It's not going to be a grind if you start off fantastically, right? So do that for yourself. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. Peace out.